Hello and welcome back to Mole Valley Maker channel. In this video I am going to turn a spinning top from a piece of elm. So I'm back on the big lathe today, and here I am using, I think it's a 3/8 spindle gouge, and I'm just working on the bottom of the spinning top. Nice gentle cuts. Just cutting across the bottom to get a nice even finish. Stopping the lathe to check that the cut's nice and smooth. Elm's quite an open grain wood, so it's worth stopping and checking just to make sure that it's a really smooth finish. And you can sometimes get misled by the grain. It can look like there's a mark or a ridge, and sometimes it's just the lathe spinning round. And this is pretty much the final cut. I'm just going to gently move in towards the centre and then move the tool back towards me to give a little point for the top to spin on. There we go. Now I've moved up a little cup centre that I've made just to support the bottom while I start working on the rest of the top, rest of the shape. Got quite a lot of bulk to remove. And here I've sped up the video while I'm taking some more aggressive cuts. I think it's sped up to about 8 times normal speed. The whole turning of the top took about 25-30 minutes. Just stopping, having a quick look and a feel, see where the ridges are. Here I'm going to do some sanding before the stem of, I don't know what to call it, stem of the spinning top gets too thin, so just 150 and 240 grit. And here I'm going to switch over to my inertia sander in a moment. It's a little inertia sander I made, just using some ball races and some parts from eBay. Normally you see these as bowl sanders with very long handles, which isn't necessarily well suited for spindle work. Although it could be argued if you're good with your tools, you don't need to do a lot of sanding on spindles. Certainly when I use the skew, I don't do anywhere near as much sanding as I do here. And there the battery in the sports cam, the overhead cam, died, so I've moved back to the end view, which unfortunately means the picture is slightly obscured. Got my cup center back up supporting, and I'm just removing some of the waste away to give me better access to the end. Just starting to shape the end of the top of the spinning top. I'm just starting to round it round. A little tiny bit more sanding that I didn't video, or didn't include in this edit anyway. Just having one final check that I like the proportions, and then just clearing out a little bit more waste material so I can part the top off. And here I'm about to part it off. I'm using my small 6mm skew. Just going to gently curve the top round. Unfortunately it only partially feathers, which I hadn't realised at that point. I remove the tailstock and I find it still reasonably well attached. I try not to just pull it off or twist it too much, because that can just tear fibres and leave a hole in the top, but just trying to slice them with the skew. A little bit of sanding and then test run, and I fail. Attempt 2 a little bit better, but it's got a little bit of a wobble on. And then here's the final attempt, and this keeps going for probably close to a minute and a half. Anyway, if you've stuck this far through the video, I'd like to say thanks for watching. If you like the video, please consider hitting the thumbs up. Don't like it, hit the thumbs down. It's all interactions as far as YouTube's concerned. And if you want to leave a comment, that would be even better. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.